Good morning, everyone. My name is Tom Baker. I'm the superintendent of Lucas County Educational Service Center in Toledo, Ohio, and we are the chartering authority for the electronic classroom of tomorrow. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the second annual commencement ceremonies for Ecot graduates. For the second time, we are gathered in this beautiful setting of this historical State House. I have had an opportunity over the years to preside over many graduations, including our commencement last year in the atrium. Ecot graduations, Ecot graduates are very special to me. Thank you for attending and honoring an extraordinary group of young people. You are about to be very proud moms, dads, family members, and friends. Without further delay, let me say I am proud to present to you the class of 2002 of the electronic classroom of tomorrow. They will be led to their places by Ecot High School Principal Jim Lampert and Senior Advisor Karen Smith. Out of respect for the formal ceremony here today, would you please turn off all cell phones and beepers? Thank you. Welcome, seniors. Let me introduce Julie Rosselo of Waynesville, Ohio, and she will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Julie?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much, Julie. As I said, Julie comes from Waynesville, just north of Cincinnati, Ohio. As you can see, these graduates are all from all different parts of the state of Ohio. Now let me take this great opportunity to introduce the president of Ecot's board of directors, a good friend of yours and a good friend of mine, Mr. Gene Brundage. Gene comes to us from London, Ohio. Gene has some special people at this time to recognize. Gene?
Thank you, Superintendent Baker. I want you to know as we begin today that this is a very special person who is serving as our Master of Ceremonies. Under the Ohio Community or Charter School Law, every community school must have a sponsor. This man is the superintendent of the group that sponsors Ecot. But much more than that, he has stood by Ecot, supported us, and helped us build this school. And so I'd like you to join me in thanking him for the contributions he's made to this school. Without Superintendent Baker, there would be no Ecot or no graduation today. To our guest, thank you for your support of our graduates and of Ecot. I joined the Ecot team 16 months ago because I believe this approach to education offers an opportunity for some students like yourselves that will permit them to excel in completing their high school education and reaching their goals. It's not for everybody, but it's been good for you and for a number of other persons as well. This is our second commencement, and I hope we will see you here for many more to come. To our graduates, before I say anything else, first of all, relax. I see all those nervous hands. Your work is done now. We've got to do the work up here, so you can just kind of kick back, and it's almost over, and enjoy the day. It's your day. Congratulations. This is your day. It marks a transition in your lives that moves you forward toward achieving the goals that you set for yourself and your own personal aspirations. Graduations are special to every student, but you are truly pioneers. Our world today is a wired, connected world. The jobs of the future will center around the computer and the myriad of devices that process information quickly and efficiently. And you're ahead of the curve. You have completed your education utilizing that computer. I read what many of you had written about your educational experience at Ecot, and one of the themes that came through were the number of you that said, I've learned so much more about the computer and how to use it. Those are skills that will help you in whatever you do in life. All of you have a story to tell as to why you chose to be a part of this online school. But after the stories, you buckled down, took advantage of the technology, the help of the teachers, and you earned the diploma you're getting today. We are proud of each of you, and we wish you the very best in the future. This school exists for people like you, and we are glad you're here. Now let me take a moment to introduce some special people to you. Mr. Baker will introduce the participants, but we have another group of people who have contributed greatly to the fact that you are here today. Let me start with Steve Ramsey, who is in our audience. Steve, would you stand? Steve is president of the Ohio Charter School Association, and that is the group that supports all charter schools in Ohio. We're glad to have you here today, Steve. And then I want to introduce to you William Lager. Bill, please stand. Bill is from here in Columbus. He is the CEO of Altair Learning Management. You seniors and parents should know, if you don't already, that you're looking at the person who had the vision and the plan to bring this school into reality and has stuck by it since its beginning. This was Bill's dream, and you are now a part of that dream. Bill, we thank you for your contributions to Ecot. Jeffrey Forrester is the superintendent of Ecot. Mr. Forrester is our educational leader. Any of you that know anything about schools know that it is the person who sits as the educational leader that makes the difference as to whether a school succeeds or not. Jeff has been with us just about a year now, and he has done a wonderful job as superintendent and leader. As most of you know, we are delighted to have him as our superintendent. Each charter school has a board of directors, and I would like to introduce my fellow board members to you. I'll ask them to stand and remain standing until I've introduced them all. First of all, Don Will of Columbus is our past president. He was the first president of the board of directors and continues to serve as a board member. Next to him is Sherry Dembinski, who has been a board member as well from day one and worked closely with the foundation of the school with Don and Bill Lager. We have a board member that is not here today, Cindy Baird of Trenton, Ohio. She is a parent of an Ecot student and has worked hard on behalf of Ecot parents. She had a last-minute emergency and could not be here today. Board member Carolyn Nellen of Columbus will have a special role in the diploma presentation later. She too has provided very fine leadership on this board. And then our board secretary is in the audience, Donna Will. Donna, where are you? Please stand. Would you join me in giving these folks a round of applause? High school principal Jim Lambert and senior advisor Karen Smith led the seniors in and are seated with them, but I'd like the two of them to stand if they would and remain standing till I introduce some other folks. Jim will introduce the high school teachers that are here today later in the program. Peg Hall, who is the supervisor of community schools from Lucas County, is here. She works with Tom in Toledo and assists in many ways. Janet Ananazio is our graduation coordinator and director of learning adventures. Where's Jan? Jan is in the back. She's already standing. Yes. She hasn't sat down since this started, right? Scott Kern is the chief operating officer for Ecot. Martha Bazinski is our educational director. And Ted Tway is our middle school principal, and Patrick Barrett is our elementary school principal. Would you give these folks a round of applause, please? Now, we don't want to be here all day, and there are snacks just after 12, so I'm not going to introduce everybody else that's here, but I would like to have all of those persons who are the staff of Ecot and Altair Learning to stand if they would, please. These are the people that have helped today in putting the program together, but most importantly work year-round to make sure that we have a school that's getting better day by day. Would you give them a round of applause? Thank you all for coming. Let me turn the microphone back to Superintendent Baker to continue with our commencement.
Thank you very much, Gene. Thanks for your outstanding leadership at Ecot with not only the staff but the board of directors. Sitting next to Superintendent Forrester, to my left, your right, is one of Jeff's former students at Woodward Middle School in Columbus. Now Jeff's student is your U.S. representative, Pat Teaberry. Pat is from Columbus, Ohio. He represents a lot of you in District 12 here in Central Ohio. He is a first-term congressman, but he is fast gaining notice as a man to watch in Washington. He was appointed to the House Education Committee and played a key role in the passage of H.R. 1, the No Child Left Behind education law. Before his election to Congress, he was a majority leader of the Ohio House of Representatives. He has long been a friend of charter schools and school choice. Congressman Tiberi will introduce our guest speaker, General Young. It now gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce your friend, my friend, Congressman Pat Tiberi of Ohio's 12th District. Let's give Pat a warm welcome.
Thank you, Tom. Good morning. There are so many reasons why I'm so pleased to be with you graduates this morning. One, I'm the first person in my family to graduate from high school, and so it's always great to go to high school graduations to celebrate in what you've done and what graduates have done. Secondly, I'm with my old high school and middle school principal from Woodward Park Middle School and Northland High School here in Columbus, and I saw a lot of Mr. Forrester in middle school. Got to see his office up close and personal, and it's great to see him, a man who was an educator in public education here in Central Ohio for 35 years, to lend his talent to this wonderful cause of Ecot and charter schools. It's great to be with you because of Tom Baker and of what Bill has done with Ecot. Tom, a leader in the state. Bill, a leader in this concept of Ecot. I had the opportunity as a state representative to sit in the office of Joanne Davidson, who was the Speaker of the Ohio House at the time, back in the mid-90s, early in the morning, with a state representative by the name of Mike Fox and a state representative by the name of Sally Purrs, as the legislation that created charter schools was hatched. And it warms my heart to see people graduating today here with an idea and the vision of many people in this state and the leadership of a couple people behind me. Congratulations to you. You all are pioneers in so many ways, not just the graduates, but the parents, family, friends who are here, certainly the staff at Ecot, certainly the board, the teachers, the administrators. You are truly pioneers, because every day in America, every day in Ohio, someone's trying to put an end to charter schools. And you all are the pioneers who must continue to fight for this wonderful opportunity of alternative education in Ohio and in America. You see, high school isn't for everybody, or traditional high school isn't for everybody. I had a great high school experience. I had wonderful teachers. I was lucky. For my sister, Catholic education was better for her, fit her needs. And my parents were lucky enough to be able to send her to a Catholic school. For others, it might be a different type of private school. For others, it might be an alternative school. For others, it might be a charter school. It might be something like Ecot. Some won't, some don't want to give you that opportunity. So my message to you today, before I introduce our guest speaker, is don't give up this vision. You are our future. You have an opportunity to continue to fight for charter schools in this state, to pass along what Ecot did for you, to parents, to family members. Don't be shy about telling the media, telling your state legislator, telling Governor Taft, what charter schools have done in your life. Because far too many times, all you hear is the negative, not the positive, whether it's with charter schools or whether it's with young men and women in America. And today is a celebration of what's good about young men and women in America. I had the opportunity to go to a graduation yesterday at Ohio State. And on the way over, I had an opportunity to fly over on Air Force One with our president. And our president has a vision of a future of America where men and women, young and old, give service to their country, to help in the community, to help a senior in need, to help a child read. That's a vision that he talked a little bit about yesterday at Ohio State. But on the plane, he talked about a legacy of what America is so great about, that we can make better through service. Our guest speaker today has provided service in one particular way. In 1966, before all of you were born, our speaker began his military service. His 35 plus years of military service includes being in the Special Forces, the military police, and in engineering posts. Prior to his current assignment, he served as a brigade commander. In April of 1999, he was appointed to be the Assistant Adjutant General for the Ohio Army National Guard. He has been recognized with several awards and several medals. He's been a great public servant for this state, and he has provided service his entire career. He's a great role model for all of us in this room. He has served our state and our nation with distinction, and please help me recognize your graduation speaker today, Brigadier General Ronald G. Young.
Congressman T-Berry, you're too kind. I appreciate those comments. I go to Washington every year to garner support for the Ohio National Guard. I go with my boss, Major General John Smith, and we meet with the governor's office, and we meet with all the Ohio delegation. Every time we're in Congressman T-Berry's office, he is just an outstanding host and somebody that takes the time to meet with us and go over our concerns and our issues and to help us greatly. I'm not allowed to make political speeches, but I've got to tell you, we have an outstanding congressman here in Central Ohio. I met with him prior to him even going to Washington in his office several years ago, about 3 years ago, asking him for support for some programs here in Ohio, and he's always been a gracious host and somebody that has supported us and supported the military greatly. So, sir, we thank you for your service, and thank you very much for this. Mr. Baker, Superintendent, two superintendents, Mr. Lager, the Board of Directors, it's a great honor to be here today and to be with you. To be introduced by someone that flew with the President yesterday on Air Force One. And as I begin my comments today, most importantly, it's an honor to be here with these graduating seniors for class 2002. I had a unique opportunity recently to go back to West Virginia and speak to at my school that I graduated from in 1965. 37 years later, I got to give the commencement address here 2 weeks ago. It was the second year of that high school. It was a brand new school that I graduated from, and this is the second class from Ecot. I congratulate you today not only on your personal achievement for completing courses of study necessary for a high school diploma, but also for your drive and your ingenuity in finishing your requirements in such an innovative way. You are truly pioneers in technology. I commend this charter school, the Electronic Classroom of Tomorrow, Ecot, and its staff for providing this unique opportunity to make graduation available for students and for future generations. We have amazing opportunities in this modern world available to many, but a lot of times they're unknown or unfamiliar to most. The unknown is typically feared, but you graduates here today have stepped forward into this new arena to make your goal of graduation a reality, and that took a step of dedication and bravery, and I salute you. Since you started school on this path to graduation, many things have changed. We as a nation are stepping forward into new territory as you did as well. You know, and everyone in this room knows, how much your lives have changed and the lives of each and every one of us since September the 11th. Our nation's role in the world community has changed. Just as you graduates are at a crossroads in your future, we as a nation are at a crossroads in history. As you step onto the next path of your future, be that either higher education, working in the business sector, or joining the military services, let that brave spirit that you have already shown sustain you in these uncertain times. And further, share that spirit with your friends, your family, and your neighbors so that you can help strengthen our nation. As you embark on your future, look around at the rewards that hard work, dedication, and perseverance have created. Your diploma is a good example. As always, remember there is no substitute for your best effort, and there is no second chance to make a first impression. Your educators and administrators at Ecot have worked hard with legislators such as Representative T-Berry and public school officials to adapt this concept of a school without walls and have overcome the obstacles it presented. They were people of vision who saw a better way to serve the needs of individuals and to enable them to attain and achieve their goals. You benefited from their efforts. We as a nation are now tasked with adapting the concept of freedom for all people of this world, and our obstacles are intolerance and terrorism. We can all create a world which celebrates diversity and encourages personal fulfillment and peace, and we will all benefit by living in a better world. You graduates are the future of this country and of this world. Each one of you can make a difference. It all starts with individuals who care and who dare to make a difference. No longer can any of us simply tend to our business within the comfortable confines of our communities and nations. Intolerance and terrorism have reached violently into our homeland and remind us that this world is a small place. Nations are realizing the importance of being world neighbors, and our neighbors, yours and mine, are realizing the importance of being Americans. We are an example to the world of how freedom and equal rights for all people can encourage prosperity and peace. So for your part in this historic times, I encourage you to speak out against hatred and bigotry. Haters are cowards. If you stand up to them, they back down. Make sure you appreciate the diversity in your own communities and speak up for the rights of all people as you speak up for your own rights. Let no one be a victim of intolerance or racism. These are principles which have made our nation great and which have torn some nations apart. As I prepared to come up here today, I read the Daily Word, which is a small scriptural message each day, and I read it this morning, and it was kind of fitting for the graduation. The title today was Way to Go. Way to go. Congratulations. Congratulations to Ecot 2002 graduates. Celebrate and give thanks for the blessings of each lesson as you face it in life and learn from it. As a graduate of an educational program, or even as a graduate of a series of life's lessons, you have been learning. Life is a series of lessons. Life is a series of opportunities, problem-solving events, and it's what you do with it and how you learn from each one of those and grow will help you to achieve success in the future. Take time to celebrate your accomplishment and celebrate the motivation that it will give you for the future. I commend each and every one of you for this journey that you have taken. I commend you for your achievement, and I look forward to shaking each and every one of your hands as you walk across the stage today. God bless you on this day of your graduation, and God bless America. Thank you.
Congressman T-Berry, thanks for your remarks. Thanks for your continued support. We really appreciate it. Thank you, General Young, for those words of inspiration. Later, the General will lead us in special recognition of the Ecot graduates who are enlisting in the armed forces. At this time, I would like to introduce Sergeant Frank McJersey, U.S. Army recruiter, known to many of the Ecot seniors. Sergeant, thanks for being here. Today, participating in our ceremonies will be a special guest who is in the audience with us, Navy Hospitalman Apprentice James Garrity. James, would you please stand? Thanks for being here, and I have to let you know that anybody that attended last year's graduation, James was a senior in the first class that walked down this aisle, as many of you are walking down here today. So he was a graduate of the class of 2001. Good job. It's obvious after he graduated, he enlisted in the Navy and currently is stationed in Newport, Rhode Island at the Naval Ambulatory Care Center. James flew in last night to attend this commencement, and he is so happy to be here today and to see each and every one of you. I would also like to ask that his parents and his sister please stand and be recognized. They're here with us again today. I not only look old, but I am old. I had his father as a student several years ago up in Toledo. Later on in our program, Seaman Garrity will help recognize our military enlistees. Several of our graduates today, including the enlistees, felt that Ecot gave them a new hope of training and obtaining their diplomas. Many students and graduates of Ecot, past and present, have found that Ecot's learning system meets their educational needs, as Congressman reflected here today. With that in mind, let me introduce two of our seniors, a team, a brother and sister, Jack and Christina Goot, who are from Lorain, Ohio, and they are here today with their parents, two of their younger brothers, and a bunch of family members and friends. So I'm going to call them forward, and they have a special message to tell you why Ecot was so important to them. Jack and Christina.
I attended a public school until 10th grade. My 10th grade year, I had to complete a series of workbooks for each class. This was challenging because I had always sat under a classroom with the teacher lecturing, and well, it was a little different doing it all by yourself. My mother discovered Ecot at the beginning of my 11th grade year of schooling. At first, Ecot was also very hard, and it took a few months before I could get the hang of the program. However, I was able to pass geometry and my other classes because of any time that I would call, my teacher would call me back, and he was always there to help me and work me through my problems. That was much easier than trying to figure it out myself. I wasn't able to attend a private school, and I did not feel that I belonged in a public school. The pressure of drugs, drinking, and having sex was overwhelming for me. I felt like I didn't fit in. There was a time when I was almost willing to do whatever I needed to in order to fit in, but I didn't and felt that I should homeschool. Ecot made this easier for me. Ecot is a much-needed program for kids who don't do well in public school, so they have an alternative. I appreciated Ecot this past year, especially Mr. Townsend, for helping me get through English. I would also like to thank all of my teachers for their support and help. Thank you.
2 years ago, I thought I'd never see this day. I was a senior in high school, and I allowed myself to be sidetracked. I played basketball throughout my junior and senior high school years, and while playing my senior year of basketball, I broke my hand and could only finish a quarter of the year. This allowed me to lose track of my goals and ambitions, so with 3 months left until graduation, I quit school. October 5th, 2001, I was involved in an accident. Because of this, I needed to move back home with my parents, and my brothers and my sister was already enrolled with Ecot for the second year, so I decided, since I was forced to remain at home for a while, that I should complete something that I should have 2 years ago. Ecot was my second chance to complete something that I worked for since the age of 5. I now have goals and can be proud of myself, but without the help of my family and all the Ecot staff, I would still be living with regret. I would like to thank my mom for always believing in me, and my dad for always pushing me. And thank you, Ecot. Without this school, I would not be here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack and Christina. I know it's not easy to do that, but we really appreciate it. At this time, I'd ask that their parents please stand, and let's recognize and thank them for what they have done. In the back. Thanks again for those wonderful messages about what Ecot has meant to you. Now, it gives me a great deal of pleasure, and I had an opportunity to do that last year, to introduce a special Ecot student who is not graduating here today, but Katrina Baker of Beaver Creek, Ohio, over near Dayton, Ohio, is very special to all of us here at Ecot. And not because she has the last name of Baker, and I can honestly say we are not related. Some of you will remember that Katrina sang at our first graduation last year here in the atrium. At the age of 12, she is already performing as a recording artist for GRP Studios in Florida. I think that is outstanding. And she's also, yes, let's give her a hand. And she is also a professional model for a talent agency in Centerville, Ohio. Katrina now will perform for us a solo of her own choosing. It's your song. I don't know about you, but last year I had big tears in my eyes. Katrina.
Thank you.
Standing in the spotlight on such a perfect night, knowing that you're out there listening. I remember one time when I was so afraid, didn't think I had the courage to stand up on this stage. Then you reached into my heart and you found the melody. And if there ever was somebody who made me believe in me, it was you. It was you. It was your song that made me sing. It was your voice that gave me wings. And it was your light that shined, guiding my heart to find this place where I belong. It was your song. Now every night I pray before the music starts to play that I'll do my best and I won't let you down. And for all the times I've stood here, this feeling feels brand new. And anytime I doubt myself, I think of you. 'Cause it was your song that made me sing. It was your voice that gave me wings. And it was your light that shined, guiding my heart to find this place where I belong. It was your song. Dreams can come true. With God's great angels like you. It was your song that made me sing. It was your voice that gave me wings. And it was your light that shined, guiding my heart to find this place where I belong. It was your song. It was your song. It's always been your song.
I'd like to thank Ecot, my Ecot teachers, and my parents for their support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Katrina. That was just great. For today, I'm going to proclaim you my daughter. I would ask at this time that her mom and her dad please stand and let's recognize them. I think they're in the audience here today, so would you please stand? Mom's here. Good. Oh, there's Dad. I know they're very proud of you as well as all of us. Hopefully, you have the idea by now that Ecot kids are very special, and we are very proud of each and every one of them. And now for the main event, seniors, the moment you have been waiting for and working for many, many years. Ecot Superintendent, Mr. Jeff Forrester, and Ecot's high school principal, Mr. Jim Lampert, will officially present the class of 2002. As each graduate crosses the stage, Board President Gene Brundage will present the diplomas, and we've got to make sure we get this right, and Board Member Carolyn Nellen will tell us a little background about each senior. Mr. Forster, Mr. Lampert, please do your official duty and certify the class of 2002 for graduation. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. I would first like to congratulate, first not be the superintendent, let me be a parent. Let me congratulate all the parents in the audience who have stood behind these fine young people and gotten them to this place. You deserve a round of applause, and I'm going to be the first to give it to you. Maybe it was easy for you. It certainly wasn't easy. My wife's in the audience. It wasn't easy for us. So I want to congratulate you because you've had to work hard. You've had to stand behind them. You've had to put up with them sometimes when you'd rather put them out the door, and you've done a fine job and got them across the stage. I want to recognize we do have one other high school, or one other graduate of Ecot in the audience, Wendy Napier. Wendy, will you please stand? Wendy, another graduate of 2001. Let me just a quick thing, just a reminder of what the general said and how true it is, and he said life's lessons are so important. Let me just give you one quick one, very brief. Treat everyone you meet and everyone you deal with like they're going to come back in your life as a congressman. Or Seaman Garrity is going to, not there yet, but he's going to come back in my life a little while longer as a doctor, or a lawyer, or just the clerk at your store, or the people you deal with. An awful lot of the people that I have dealt with in the school business have come back into my life, and it's very important. I hope I've treated them well, so it's important when they come back into your life that they're an important part of your life. I want to congratulate the many fine seniors. Many of them I'm meeting for the first time. We have two members of this graduating class, though, that I had when I was a high school principal. Renewing some new friendships, or from some old friendships. Many are meeting for the first time. Many I'm meeting for the first time. But these seniors have all met or will meet by the end of the summer the graduation requirements of Ecot. So I do want to congratulate them, and without further ado, I want to bring up Mr. Jim Lambert, who's the high school principal. Mr. Lambert.
Thank you, Mr. Forster. It has been my pleasure to serve as the principal of Ecot High School. I would like to introduce some teachers and other staff members who are here with us today, who are here to represent the other teachers who couldn't make it, who worked with the young people who are graduating today. Would the teachers and staff please stand as I call your name and remain standing? Hold your applause until the end if you would. Patricia Younts. Michael Schmidt. Debbie Lampert. Rob Townsend. Leah Wells, Beverly Butel, Marion Maxfield, Tad Maxfield, Matt Bariza, Brenda Gibson, Beth Wadlington, Marilyn Heisted, Keith Burkhold, Karen Smith, for Academic Affairs, Connie Jacobs, our high school secretary, Linda Lowry Logston, Melissa Julian, Earl Burnett, Patricia Feltz, Vernell Bristow, Teresa Berry. Please give them a round of applause. Mr. Brundage, members of the board, Superintendent Baker, Superintendent Forster, I hereby certify to you that the class of 2002 of the Electronic Classroom of Tomorrow has met or will meet the requirements of the Lucas County Board of Education and the state of Ohio and are prepared to receive the appropriate diploma.
And without further ado, Mr. Christopher R. A. Christopher will attend Tri-C Community College next year for business and Bible studies. He plays several musical instruments, including the guitar, bass, piano, and saxophone. And he says that Ecot's flexible hours allowed him to work for a cleaning company. He also says that his favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells. Again, we give you Mr. Christopher R. A. Next is Miss Sheena A. Bailey. Sheena plans to enlist in the Army and was a student of Mr. Forrester's at Columbus Alternative School. She wants to thank her mother and grandmother. And she says her favorite teacher was Jenny Boyer. We give you Ms. Sheena A. Bailey. Next is Mr. Antonio M. Barksdale. Antonio plans to enlist in the Army. He enjoys playing sports and spending time with kids. He enjoyed the friendly people and dedicated teachers at Ecot and wants to thank Ecot staff member Teresa Berry for helping to make his graduation possible. We give you Mr. Antonio M. Barksdale. Next is Ms. Carla Becker. Carla plans to attend Ohio State University next year and eventually wants to become a veterinarian. She enjoys reading, working at the computer, and playing the flute. Her favorite teacher was Mr. Mark Palin. We give you Ms. Carla Becker. Next is Mr. Jonathan A. Bradley. Jonathan plans to enroll in college and enter the medical field. He enjoys drawing, art, and music. Ecot allowed him to work full-time at the Meijer store while opening up more learning opportunities than his traditional public school. He wishes to thank everyone at Ecot for helping him graduate. We give you Mr. Jonathan A. Bradley. Next is Ms. Heather M. Carroll. Heather plans to go to college and wants to work with kids. She has 5 brothers and 3 sisters and chose Ecot because it was convenient and tuition-free. She enjoys drawing, and she says her favorite teacher was Mr. Rob Townsend. We give you Ms. Heather M. Carroll. Next is Miss Misty D. Clark. Misty plans to travel and eventually achieve a master's degree in nursing and education. She enjoys writing and photography. The flexible Ecot hours allowed her to attend events she could not in a traditional school. Her favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells. We give you Miss Misty D. Clark. Next is Miss L'Oreal T. Colbert. L'Oreal plans to attend Cincinnati State to study business, and she's gained computer skills while raising her children. She enjoys bowling and hopes to take cooking classes. Her favorite teachers were Mr. Townsend and Mrs. Roberts. I give you Ms. L'Oreal T. Colbert. Next is Mr. David Crawford. David volunteers at the Tri-State Women's Help Center for battered and abused women. He also volunteers at a haunted house where he builds rooms and is a storyteller. He thanks his Aunt Cindy and the Miller family for their support. He is dedicating his graduation to the memory of his mother, who gave him the courage to seek out another way of getting his diploma. We give you Mr. David Crawford. Our next graduate is Mr. Sean H.T. Dye. Sean is enlisting in the Army and hopes to become an Army Ranger. After a military career, he may go into the Secret Service. Ecot gave him the opportunity to receive a high school diploma. We introduce and give you Mr. Sean H.T. Dye. Our next graduate is Ms. Brandy G. Farley. Brandy is also enlisting in the U.S. Army this fall, and she hopes to earn money for college while she serves her country. She likes the outdoors and enjoys swimming in her free time, and she is grateful to Ecot for allowing her to receive her high school diploma. We present Ms. Brandy G. Farley. Our next graduate is Miss Emma Lee Marie Green Collins. Emma Lee plans to attend nursing school and move out of state with her husband and daughter. She chose Ecot so she could work full-time, a full-time job, learn full-time, and care for her daughter. She enjoys running, walking, kickboxing, and swimming in her spare time. Her favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells, and we present to you Miss Emma Lee Marie Green Collins. Our next graduate is Miss Christine E. Goot. You've met Christine, but here's a little background on her. One of our senior speakers today, with her brother Jack, will attend Lorain County Community College. She hopes to break into the medical field or forensic science. She loves to sing and play piano, and says her favorite teacher was Mr. Rob Townsend because he was always quick to respond to any questions she had. We present Ms. Christina E. Goot. Our next graduate is Mr. Jack D. Goot, Jr. Upon graduation, he will work at Elyria Memorial Hospital as a nurse's tech. He hopes to become an RN. As you heard in his speech, Jack chose Ecot because he was involved in an accident and would not have been able to attend any other school. He enjoys playing all sports and was a star point guard on a local high school basketball team before his injuries. We present to you our graduate, Jack D. Goot, Jr. Next is Mr. Thomas E. Hall, Jr. Thomas will attend the Ohio Highway Patrol Academy this year to become a member of the Highway Patrol. Outside of school, he enjoys flying and playing the French horn. He would like to thank Kevin Farr for all of his support. We present to you our graduate, Thomas E. Hall, Jr. Next is Ms. Darcy L. Henson. Darcy will attend Kent State University's Stark campus to study to become an emergency room RN. Ecot prepared her for college because she learned self-discipline. She enjoys twirling and being involved with her church. Her favorite teacher was Ms. Leah Wells. She wants to thank her mom and stepdad for all of their support. We present our graduate, Ms. Darcy L. Henson. Next is Mr. Burton C. Jakubka. BJ, as his friends call him, has been an Ecot student since the beginning. After graduation, he plans on working with his uncle, who is a contractor. He enjoys working with children in Sunday school, playing basketball and baseball, and working at a local Greek restaurant. His favorite teacher was Mrs. Beulah Harch. We present Mr. Burton C. Jakubka. The next graduate is Mr. Michael P. Kane. Michael plans to attend the University of Cincinnati. He works with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, owns his own lawn care business, works at a restaurant, and enjoys playing the bagpipes. He wants to thank his stepfather for helping to make his graduation possible. We present Mr. Michael P. Kane. Next is Miss Dusty D. Long. Dusty is considering a nursing program, but is undecided about her future. She enjoys hiking and playing basketball, football, and volleyball. Her favorite teacher was Mr. Rob Townsend, and she would like to thank her mom for all of her help. We present our graduate, Miss Dusty D. Long. Our next graduate is Ms. Amanda Metters. Amanda will attend Southern State Community College next year to study child development and education. She enjoys skating, reading, and traveling. She says she would like to thank her mom and dad and her friend, Amanda Smith, because she was always there when Amanda needed her. We present our graduate, Ms. Amanda Metters. Next is Ms. Danielle S. Miller. Excuse me. Danielle plans to attend a trade school after she graduates. She enjoyed Ecot's flexibility, which allowed her to go to school full-time and care for her daughter at the same time. Her favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells, and she would like to thank her family for all of their support. We present to you our graduate, Miss Danielle S. Miller. Next is Mr. Dustin P. Moore. Dustin works for a local fire department as a cadet. and hopes to one day become a firefighter. He operates several of his own businesses, specializing in landscaping, auto detailing, and networking. He loves snow skiing, excuse me. He loves snow skiing and advancing his businesses. His favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells. We present to you Mr. Dustin P. Moore. The next graduate is Mr. Andrew Nunn. Andrew, an Army enlistee who will be entering into active military duty tomorrow, plans to take college courses while serving in the Army. He enjoys woodworking and computers and would like to thank his Army recruiter for informing him about Ecot and helping him to get his diploma. We present Mr. Andrew Nunn. Our next graduate is Mr. David A. Oliver. David is also entering the military after he graduates and wants to become an Army Ranger. He enjoys paintball, biking, and spending time with his friends. He liked all of the friendly people at Ecot. We present to you Mr. David A. Oliver. The next graduate is Mr. Christopher R. Pickett. Christopher is also entering into the Army Reserve. He plans to attend Lake Erie College to major in politics and eventually practice law. He was involved with band, show choir, and theater in his former school and would like to thank his former choir teacher, Mr. Jarrell. We present Mr. Christopher R. Pickett. Our next graduate is Mr. John R. Roller. John is entering the military after graduation. He enjoyed Ecot because he was able to work at his own pace. His hobbies include Greco-Roman wrestling and freestyle wrestling. He would like to thank Ecot and his recruiter for making his graduation possible. We present Mr. John R. Roller. Our next graduate is Ms. Julie C. Rossello. Julie wants to pursue a degree in business or marketing from a four-year college. She enjoys riding horses, jogging, shopping, listening to music, skiing, and spending time with her friends and family. Ecot taught her to become more motivated and self-sufficient. Her favorite teacher was Ms. Leah Wells. We would like to present to you Ms. Julie C. Rossello. Next is Mr. Daniel M. Ryan. Daniel plans to attend college. He liked the flexibility of Ecot, so he could work and study when he wanted. He enjoys muscle cars, fishing, and martial arts. And his favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells. We would like to present our graduate, Daniel M. Ryan. Next, we'd like to present Mr. Daniel W. Shepard. Daniel, while attending Ecot full-time, worked a full-time job and a part-time job for the past year. He plans to continue working after he graduates, enjoyed that he was able to maintain his busy schedule while attending Ecot. We present our graduate, Mr. Daniel W. Shepard. Thank you. Our next graduate is Ms. Haley N. Smith. Haley plans to attend college in San Francisco and then go to an art school. She enjoys painting, drawing, gardening, and cooking. She liked how she could make her own schedule at Ecot. She wants to thank her Aunt Karen and her boyfriend for pushing her to finish all her work. We present our Ecot graduate, Miss Haley N. Smith. Our next graduate is Ms. Christy R. Stapleton. Christy plans to go to college to get her degree in early childhood education. She enjoys reading and writing novels and enjoyed the flexibility of the Ecot education. Her favorite teacher was Miss Leah Wells. We present Miss Christy R. Stapleton. Our next graduate is Ms. Jennifer Sutherland. Jennifer plans to become an investor in the future and become involved in the real estate business. She enjoys working and taking care of her animals, and Jennifer is very independent and liked how Ecot fit her lifestyle. We present our graduate, Jennifer Sutherland. The next graduate is Ms. Lacey Wallace. Lacey wants to go to college after graduation. She enjoys basketball, four-wheelers, and spending time with her family. She wanted a traditional diploma without the traditional school day, so she found Ecot to be a perfect match for her. Her favorite teachers were Mrs. Beverly Butel and, all together now, Ms. Leah Wells. We present to you our graduate, Ms. Lacey Wallace. And last but not least is Ms. Sherilyn D. Young. Sherilyn will be attending Lima Tech College next year. She loves playing the guitar, reading, and writing music and art. She enrolled in Ecot because she was having a difficult time in her former school because of sicknesses and absences. Her favorite teacher was Miss Patricia Yance. We present to you our graduate, Miss Sherilyn D. Young.
The most popular person in the house today, Miss Wells. Mr. Logger, Mr. Forster, I'm not sure if you have a merit system, but I think she gets it today. Class, I'd ask you to please stand again. Our congratulations to you. You made it. And at this time, I think it's only befitting that you turn and give a round of applause to not only your parents and friends, but your family members. Let's give them a big round of applause. So turn and face them and give them a big round of applause. Thanks again to your parents and family members. Not only do we appreciate you being here, please remain standing, but we also appreciate your love, your support, and your guidance over the last few years. At this time, we have one more task to make it official, and I want to introduce or reintroduce Danielle Miller of North Jackson, Ohio, who will lead the classmates in the traditional turning of the tassel. Danielle, please come forward. Congratulations, graduates of 2000. You may be seated at this time. Now it gives me a great deal of honor to again introduce Seaman James Garrity and General Young to perform a special recognition of those graduates present who are joining the military today. Some of these young people have given up their dream of winning a diploma and joining the service. But thanks to Ecot, they got a second chance. They have worked. They will receive their diplomas that they've just been presented. And with their teachers and Superintendent Forster to honor them today as they join the military. I will at this time call on Seaman Garrity to present the graduates. Seaman?
All right, thank you. Please stand when I state your name and remain standing for recognition by General Young. Sheena A. Bailey from Columbus, Ohio. Antonio M. Barksdale from Columbus, Ohio. Sean H.T. Dye from Grove City, Ohio. Brandy G. Farley from Columbus, Ohio. Andrew Nunn from Marietta, Ohio. David A. Oliver from Columbus, Ohio. Christopher R. Pickett from Columbus, Ohio. And John R. Roller from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, not only this is a great day for these graduating students, but this is a great day for you and I because these young men and women either have or will, in the very near future, swear on their oath to defend and support the Constitution of the United States. They will defend the freedoms that you and I enjoy today. In Ohio here, I'm in charge of the Army National Guard, and we have 10,400 and some soldiers. Unfortunately, I don't have any of these right now that I know of, and these recruiters that I've noticed here today, I'm going to have to get my recruiters working a little more on this class. But I give a coin of excellence when my soldiers do something outstanding. And I'm going to give each of these young men and women today my coin of excellence as they start their military service because I know they're just going to do great things here in the future. So if you'll allow me, please come forward at one at a time and I'll give you my coin of excellence. And Seaman, class of 2001, thank you for your service to this country. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all another great round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you again, General and Seaman Garrity. We appreciate you being here with us today. I ask that we all please stand at this time and let's join in honoring these young men and women who have just enlisted in the defense of their country. Then thank them. Now I'm going to call on Katrina Baker again and two of her other Ecot classmates, Amber Wallace and Peter Bino, who will lead us in God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Let's give our students another round of applause. You can be seated. In a moment, I will ask the class of 2002 to recede from the ceremony and be attending a special reception to honor them in the back of the atrium, and you can see it back here. Graduates, greet your friends and family, take some photos, take a tour of this beautiful restored Capitol, but first let me offer you a closing thought. All of you have a commencement program. If you would look in the commencement program, there's a beautiful picture of a bridge. A terrific photograph taken by senior classmate Sean Bauman of Dayton. Sean's creativity in turn inspired the poem, which is right next to it there, crossing over in your program, written by Ecot staff member Vernell Bristow. You are indeed crossing over into adulthood, bridging into your own future. Your parents, teachers, and friends have been a big help so far, but now it's all up to you. Like the title of Katrina Baker's solo, it's your song. We hope you look back someday and think of this beautiful atrium as you bridged to your own future. And remember that all of us here today are on your bridge. We wish you the best and hope that you follow your personal dreams, whether it's into higher education, into the military service, or into jobs or a new challenge of life. We wish you nothing but the best, and again, on behalf of everybody here, we congratulate you. At this time, I would ask that the audience please stand as the class of 2002 of Ecot recedes from the atrium. Let's give them one more round of applause before they exit. Thank you again for coming, and this concludes our formal presentation. Thank you very much.